Time now for 10 questions with Cape Breton Eagles assistant coach Matt Anthony. Matt, now you're coach, you try to watch things objectively, but growing up, who's your favorite NHL team?
Honestly, I never had one.
Were you always just a watch the game type of guy?
Definitely always just a fan of the game. If it was a good game that was on TV, we'd watch it. My dad was an Islanders fan from the early 80s, but by the time I was born, the Islanders weren't very good. So, yeah, honestly, never had one.
I think that is probably the case for a lot of guys that are coaches. If you're going to sit down to eat, you just want to have a nice meal, what are you eating?
Whatever's in front of me. Lasagna is probably my favorite.
I like to ask questions to the guys that make me feel a bit older, and obviously you're not as young as the players, but you're younger than me, so I'll ask this one. Does Matt Anthony have any memories of ever buying anything with a $2 bill?
Yeah, I do, and I still have a $2 bill encased somewhere amongst my stuff, but yeah, definitely.
Very good. Growing up, your best subject in school?
English.
Favorite rink to play in as a player, any level of hockey?
Probably the jungle in Amherst was a pretty good atmosphere for sure. As a visitor, definitely got pumped up going in there.
Yeah, I hear a lot about that. I've never seen a game there, but I've heard crazy things. What's a song lyric that always sticks in your head, either because it's profound or maybe you just can't get it in your head?
Anything from Wagon Wheel. Wagon Wheel was our victory song my last year junior when we actually won. It's always in my head somewhere.
What number did you wear most frequently in your hockey playing career and why?
96. To be honest, Pierre-Marc was a guy that I really enjoyed watching and tried to model my game around, and a guy that when the opportunity came up for me to pick a number outside of minor hockey, 96 is what I went with.
He had a lot of good games in Center 200. He got hurt in the playoff series against the Eagles, but he was a good player back in the day. We're in the fall now. I need to know, when does Matt Anthony start his Christmas shopping?
December 23rd.
Good answer. I like to ask trivia during these things. We're coming up on the end of the decade. Who was the only coach to win the Jack Adams twice this decade?
Barry Trotz?
Good answer. He won it this year, and I can't remember the other year he won it, but he did win it twice. Before this interview started, last thing you looked up on Google?
I don't know.
Or looked up on the computer or website you went on?
Somebody on Elite Prospects.
That's usually a common answer for a lot of the guys, actually. Well, that's all for part one of 10 Questions with Matt Anthony. You're listening to the intermission of Carstar, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.